you don't have to worry about anything else. You even had Mars spells. But yeah, this game, I want to say the draft is a lot more even. And 5-man, they have the solid draft where, you know, OG, they got that quirky Oracle middle. It's like a wild card in this game. And their hard carry is a Monkey King.
Not what you expected?
Yeah. They're going to have to play at a fast pace to make this one work. And, well, will they be able to do it? Let's find out. Let's get into game number 3 of OG versus 5-man here at the OGA Dota PIT in the lower bracket. The loser of this game will be, well, everyone's already home, but they will be not playing in the tournament any longer. Meanwhile, the winners will get to go on to face up versus the side of, definitely not opening up Wikipedia to check really quickly, Team Navi.
Yes.
There you go. Alrighty, kids, let's get into it. So, mid lane, we are going to be looking at the Void Spirit versus the Oracle. Now, as we saw last time, N0tail doesn't really play the lane so much as just sits back and just uses Purifying Flames to CS. That's
and he also denied a lot of range creeps.
He did indeed, yeah. There's no range creeps when N0tail's playing mid. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, we're going to have Seb and Sax. We already mentioned this lane. Very, very powerful. And that's going to be playing up into Ace on the Troll and Paladin on the Abaddon. Both very strong lanes. I'm wondering who's going to come out ahead here. I have a feeling the Troll is going to do it just due to the natural advantage carry team to have in matchups right now. I think I'd put my money on 5-men for that one.
Maybe, just maybe. I mean, this is the TI8 OG throwback lane right here. Magnus Lina. Is he gonna scale the Empower and empower the Lina? Is that the plan here?
The battle
it might
begins.
Be. It's very solid, I must say. I think the kill potential for 5-men onto OG's bottom lane is like not very high because Magnus is so tanky. He's got good armor with that ring of protection as well. It's gonna be really hard for them to bring that hero down, and they have to always think about the Lina because Lina's gonna constantly cast light strike arrays on the Troll and just right click him from far.
Yeah, interesting. Oh yeah, and Soshka is not playing Jakiro for the first time in this tournament. Woo! It's time for a clockwork game.
It's good. It's a pretty decent lane here for them too. They have a lot of kill potential on this Rubik. Just run at him with the battery assault. Misery not going for a boots build or anything like that. Just more stats.
Yeah, he's chilling, no problems at all. And Jimmy just using that Blood Right to secure himself as much CS as possible on the Bloodseeker, as expected. That's how to play the lane. So, I think, yeah, this is probably... Saxa down the bottom getting quite low. Seb as well, taking some harass. Ace just throwing in the spells from the side, doing a decent amount of work onto the OG heroes and sending them scuttling back away from the creeps.
Oh, Pai's just gonna go die. Level 1 here. He just used all of his mana, the shields and everything. And then now he's just gonna go suicide and come back bottom with a healing salve and bring
might even get a courier in the process.
Oh, that's amazing. That's actually
that's
so good.
value. Oh my goodness.
He's got some extra gold, you know, he's gonna
meanwhile though, up at the top lane, they're gonna lose the Abaddon. Oh no, that's right, that's the Abaddon going down. My bad. Nothing happening in the top lane.
Got him. Good job, Pai. You got Nomad. Yeah. Real good.
Damn it.
Even though you saw it coming.
But maybe they get mid one anyways here, but I don't think so. He's a little tricky to bring down. Need a bit more than that. Alrighty, let's get back into business. So N0tail currently doing very well in the middle lane versus this Void Spirit. 11-0 to the Void Spirit.
He has to be careful on Chelsea here.
With the creeps under the tail.
He doesn't have any mana though on N0tail, so that's bottle up.
Yeah, so slight different to what we saw last time when he just bought like 3 salves out to him over and over again and didn't get a bottle for ages. But this time he's got the bottle early on with a N0tail as well, so he's going to be able to get in a couple of right clicks rather than just solely relying on the Purifying Flames for denies. Look at the damage onto Chesty, man.
So good.
He needs to try and dodge these dissimulate, but it's so hard.
N0tail has already played this matchup before. He played it yesterday, so he's actually, you know, well practiced. Where Chesty has probably never faced against an Oracle mid with Void Spirit.
True enough, yeah. N0tail will have learned, he will have adapted. Meanwhile, Chesty's just in from the dark, but still doing pretty well, it seems. Although he's not really dodging these blasts with a dissimulate like what I expected him to. But he just feels like he doesn't need to. Just wants to focus on the CS instead. Hard to say.
This one was not for you.
bottom lane. Actually, a little bit in favor of Seth, especially with Paladai having to leave the lane for a little bit. Suicide.
Yeah, that went pretty well for OG, to be honest, because they had a little bit of freedom to start turning it around, and now Paladai taking some heavy harassment here from Saxer and Seb. But I imagine Ace is going to be okay. But as time goes on, I think he's going to be fine. Paladai just sits behind him with the shield.
And this time around, top lane, a lot more tame for both teams. Not a whole lot of brawling going on. They're just trying to trade farm. Jibe knows it's a very scary lane if he gets too close to the Monkey King and he gets a lot of stacks on him. Clockwork might commit. Oh, no chance.
Oh, there's the first blood coming. Jesus, look at the damage coming out. Yeah, N0tail,
Huge.
not messing around with the level 4, now hitting level 5 even.
Got like 300 experience for killing that Void as well. Gets the first blood, plenty of gold. It's gonna be
and the rune wasn't even swapped. Meanwhile, that's going to be a kid death for Sox up in the top lane. Shibe just runs him down with the help of Misery. They've got the lift into the blood right. It's just too much damage to play it into, really. So, what specific skill timings are you expecting to see some aggression coming out? Is there any levels where you expect a lane to really try and make a kill out of?
I think at 5 minutes with the bounty runes, and then the catapults will start spawning. Maybe the Clockwork or the Oracle is gonna look to rotate somewhere.
Are scanning.
I think N0tail feels extremely powerful at this point with that level 3 Purifying Flames. He's actually going to this bounty right now. Paladai might just be...
Yeah, I think so. Oh, he doesn't even get the bounty rune for it as well. See you later, my friend. Gets cut down. Saxa gets a kill. And that's going to be an easy Abaddon.
Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't expecting N0tail to actually go there to refill his bottle on the rune. It's very common for the mid laners to snag up that bounty at 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So N0tail probably just waiting for that level 7 first, and also removing the siege creep middle, so there's no threat on his tower. And then after that, we're gonna see some powerful rotations coming out from this Oracle, I believe.
Yep, the big damage rotations from those Purifying Flames, Fortune's Ends, and False Promises as well, coming to save.
He's actually
some scary
skipping it.
stuff.
He's gone for the level 3 Fortune's End and Purifying Flames.
Okay.
No False Promise here. Gets that
Pure
big
damage,
burst.
baby. Let's go.
Yep. It's really good. It's actually really, really good. How much damage output he has right now.
Middle's doing a great job in this top lane, I have to say. He's really not kind of afraid of Jibe and Misery. 30 and 13. There's a lot of deniers on him. The Bloodseeker's been put quite firmly behind, and Clockwork, he's been you know, just pulling, staying out of XP range as well, which is really big as well.
And one of the reasons why he's so aggressive is because he has 2 healing salves on Sox here. So every time Midwa makes some trades, he can just go back, pick up a healing salve, and it's not like he's using any of his own resources or has to spend gold on it.
Misery gets Cog, just simply lifts up the Clockwork, throws him back, but Mid-One's jumping straight back onto him here. The Blood Rain has come down when Jingu coming off from Monkey King allows him to get that kill onto Misery. Jibe can't do much and has to stay away from the Monkey as he is a little bit too powerful at this point.
The next label play.
Dire's top tower.
Meanwhile, Seb fighting with Paladai Dive. He actually throws him back, but the LSA actually ends up missing. A little bit of a miscommunication there with that skewer, and Paladai Dive might actually just get away from this. Let's see. Seb's still trying to chase him down. He's running off towards the Ancients. Thank you very much, Stack. They chop him down, and Paladai gets the deny.
Oh, that's gotta be sad for OG. They really wanted that free Paladai kill there. Juicy 180 gold.
Yeah, Fat Stack's not going their way this time.
How's Troll doing? Because this is all space for him, right? They're not actually focusing him down. He just got his rate bands, he's going for power treads next, so not bad, but Magnus obviously out-farming him. Yeah, at least in last hits here in this lane.
Yeah, net worth though, he's pulled ahead just a little bit, so definitely not feeling too bad.
Jibe.
At the top, Jibe's in some trouble, trying to get run down. Mid-One will finish the job. That's going to be a kill onto him. Shock's actually grabbing that one. Thank you very much, he says. Bit of comeback goal for him. Not been having the best of times so far.
This guy's Tranquil Boots. He's got his core items already on Socks. Very happy lad. I'm quite surprised N0tail hasn't actually moved. Maybe they feel like they don't need him to move. They're already doing very well on all the lanes, right? So he's kind of just sitting middle, denying every range creep. Every time a range creep shows up, he Purifying Flames it and then hits it one time, it's gone. And Chessie is like, bro, come on, man. Where's my XP?
It's just
and his lane is not pushing either. Exactly. Look at the difference in experience between the two mid laners. Pretty heavy. Well,
there's about a 600 difference between the two of them. Sorry, 500 difference between the two of them in terms of XP right now. So, yeah, N0tail doing pretty damn tasty. And of course, a significant gold lead as well. 300 gold
Chessie
above the
and Ace.
Void
It's exposed.
This needs to work. This needs to work, but they're under a ward. Oh dear. There's a lot of heroes up in the top lane doing absolutely nothing.
So his rotation was a fail, and mid one instantly keep his bottom. He does not want to lane into 4 heroes here, and they're gonna go on to Paladai once again.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Easy peasy. A nice little kill onto Paladai before he's got that level 6. He's just a sitting duck in the bottom lane, and mid one will take full advantage of that. And he's rushing the Aghanim Scepter on the Monkey King. Really?
Okay, interesting. Yep.
Dire's top
And
tower
they try to
is
make a
under
play on
attack.
N0tail too in the mid lane, but
Radiant
N0tail just casually
structures
walked
are
away.
fortified.
Now Chessie, he's losing a lot of HP. He cannot run into this Oracle. It kind of feels like you're fighting into a Zeus.
Dire's top tower.
Fighting into his mid Oracle right now. Yeah.
Yeah, just blasting fools.
Radiant's
Does
top
come out.
tower
Ooh,
is
actually
under
gets him
attack.
up onto the cliff. Chessie has to jump himself down, but he won't be getting that power rune. It will belong to Socks.
Dire's
He
middle
grabs that one on the
tower is under
clockwork.
attack.
One thing going the way of Fireman is they did manage to take the top tower with the Troll and the Bloodseeker, and now Ace has a new home. Just gonna keep on playing
Radiant's
up in here,
bottom tower is
farming it
under
up.
attack.
The only way they're gonna be able to kill the Troll is if Clockwork, Lina, and Oracle try to like smoke up and get to him with the hook shot.
Interesting, though. I do find it so curious that Monkey King is going for the Aghanim Scepter when...
It's
I mean,
good
you know, he has
stats.
the Magnus on his team, right? So he's going to give him
Dire's
the bonus
middle
damage,
tower
so he feels
is
like he
under
doesn't need a
attack.
farming item, so he just goes straight in for the axe.
Exactly, and I think it gives him really good stats too, right? He just wants to be very tanky, so that the Oracle can just keep on healing him and has more to work with. I kind of like it. It's a lot like Gyrocopter with Aghanim too.
The next level
Yeah, I
play.
guess so. I guess so. There are little similarities between those two.
N0tail getting jumped.
Lift up, throw down, but he gets off the false promise just in time, and he's going to be absolutely okay. And now a hookshot comes in. Socks, he's going for this. Not sure if there's much follow-up. Socks are trying to make something work. Meanwhile, Chessie just going to jump around to the high ground. He's going to be fine. And Misery even gets himself a cheeky little spell from that as well.
17 denied on this Oracle. It's 11 minutes and he's still denying creeps.
Oh, mid one. He wants Misery. This is deep right now, and they're under a middle tower. Ace is turning up to this fight. He's looking towards Socks, but with the battery assault, Ace doesn't want to pop the ultimate and try and chase this guy down. In fact, he really just wants to go back and hit some creeps. That's what he really wants to do.
Dire's middle tower is
Oh,
under
Socks
attack.
planted a ward in the vision of 5 men. Instantly gets dewarded. And they're just gonna go back into their triangle area. They really want to farm up this ancient stack, but Seb has not made his way down to the triangle yet. There's a lot of heroes here mid for 5 men. They
There
really
is.
want to commit to this tower,
Dire's
especially with
middle tower
Paladai's
is
level
under
3
attack.
shield.
Happy to tank it up. Meanwhile, Rupture actually getting used on to Seb here, meaning that he can't really get in and drop an RP. Pilot die though, he's going to get cleaned up by Sector. They are going to get the return kill onto the Clockwork, it looks like. Meanwhile, Chessie trying to run himself out. Seb jumping in, he's got the RP, lands it onto 2. The follow-up damage, however, is just not there. Sector does land an RSA, but only landing onto the Rubik. It's N0tail TPs himself into this one. There's Reed just trying to run himself out of this fight and should be successful in doing so. And it looks like that's going to be it. Although I say that, mid one jumping forwards onto Jive. Misery does get brought down by N0tail. He has got the nukes, and now mid one trying to run down the Bloodseeker. Needs a few more right clicks, dodges out the blood right clicks are in, and the Bloodseeker is down as well. 2 heroes on the side of 5 men, and all it costs them is a Clockwork. But more importantly, they defend the middle tower.
Huge defense here. They actually ran out of mana on the Lina. I thought this fight was going to be over for OG, but they really committed
Radiant
with the Monkey and the Oracle here. And 5 men, they're going to have to be a bit more careful fighting into this massive magic damage coming out from OGs.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Especially Pi. He is not having a good
Radiant's
game
bottom
right now.
tower has fallen.
No, he is not. No, he is not. Trying to do something, trying to just put himself. He's level 5 at 13 minutes into the game. I'm gonna assume the tome went to the Rubik, who is level 7.5. Very suspiciously. Meanwhile, N0tail being jumping again, gets off the ultimate in time, and they don't kill him. It just looks a bit silly from 5 minutes. They continue committing loads onto N0tail here, and he doesn't even care.
Ace.
The next label play.
He's the one getting jumped.
He's got inside the cogs. Do they have the damage? Do they have the follow-up? They've got a Monkey King coming on over here. Race is trying to take down Sox. Wants to get 1 kill with his death, but that's not going to happen. Has an ultimate. Might choose to use it, but honestly, what's the point? He's going to throw it down, trying to get onto Sax here. Sax has the LSA. They're just going to look at him. They're just going to watch him. And now they cut him down. The Troll Warlord is dead in the top lane, not respecting the presence of OG, and immediately they move it into a smoke. Maybe this just rewards for Clock, but yeah, that's massive.
He's been getting dewarded quite a lot, so he definitely doesn't want this one to get dewarded anymore. There's so many sentries around the mid lane. Paladai just spamming that out.
Littering the map with the little blue wards. N0tail just continuing to be vigilant in the middle lane, blasting down the creeps and getting himself a lot of gold. This is a much better Oracle game. Remember last Oracle game he played? He actually got kind of wrecked in the middle lane, but he came back throughout the fighting in the mid and kind of became a hero from just the constant brawling. But this game he's had a great start as well, so yeah, N0tail is going to be a real worry for the side of 5 men. And mid one, wow, with this big stack here, he's going to finish off that Aghanim Scepter. Now online for him. We're going to find out how big of a timing it actually is for him. Sox tries to make the stack, wasn't able to do so, but it's all good.
It's a lot of gold on this Monkey King now. 7,000 net worth.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think OG are extremely happy with the pace of the game at the moment, especially with their mid tower still being alive. N0tail making his way to that Bloodstone, the same build that he went previous game when he played Oracle mid.
The next label play. The next label play.
A lot less chaotic though this time around, the Oracle.
So far.
Yeah.
I think we all know there's going to hit a point in this game where these guys start running at each other, and then we're not going to stop until an Ancient explodes.
Yeah, I think this has a lot to do with OG playing with Magnus than anything else. They're just so much more calm and, relaxed in terms of their ability to play the late game.
In they go on to Paladai. Now this time he does have the borrowed time, however I don't think he's going to be surviving this one regardless. So they're actually going for the hook shot onto Misery, and the backline's a great catch from Sox here. Let's see if the team can follow up. I think they're here and they will bring him down. N0tail with the nukes, drops down 2, gets himself a double kill, and now the middle lane tower belongs to OG. Big step forward for them. This is going to open up the map and allow them to play much more aggressively onto the side of 5 men.
Yep, they feel online. They got that Ags, they got that blink on the Magnus up. RP is still online too, Shibe.
Uh-oh. Oh no, that's the RP landing onto the blood, and he's not surviving this one as well. Oracle takes another one. He's got no chill this game.
Very well played on Seb, finding that extra +1 there. And now they're just gonna make their way to the next heroes. Here we go, the OG gameplay kicking in. They're gonna keep on running back and forth between these two jungles.
Yep, and now they land with the bound strike. He makes a remnant across. Oh, they catch him straight onto him with a skewer like a magnet. And now they find him with a Fortune's End. Get on top of him. Goodbye, Chessie. Saxa says good night with the Laguna Blade. Wowzers. That is some high-tempo gameplay.
Ace now. He's next.
No, not another one. Surely not another one. Sox a little bit off the mark, but he's still going to be able to land the cogs regardless. In they go, trapping him inside. What can he do? Trying to get himself out of this one. Ace, the Jingu strikes are adding up. Paladai here to help him out. He's actually going to drop the ultimate and turn around to Sox. Sox the one who dies. Mid one, could he be in some trouble as well? He's going to get ruptured up. He has to stand his ground. He's got no choice, but Ace on top of him. And now Seth comes in, skewers them away from his carry. Says, get off mid one. He's mine, but it's looking like it's going to be mid one dying all the same. He does get finished off by an LSA from mid 3. Meanwhile, Saxa down the river. Ace is still hungry for it. I mean, he's got his team behind him. Misery, be able to be careful. Wasn't careful enough. He gets killed off. And Ace actually has trouble. Doesn't have an ultimate. He's just going to get killed off by N0tail. They do not respect the Oracle. That is their downfall. And now they're going to lose their carry because of it. I feel like they're playing into this and they're not acting as if the Oracle's a core. Because you just see this hero and your brain doesn't automatically go, oh god, that's a lot of oh god, he's picked up an arcane rune. fear this Oracle right now, as he's going to give Magnus a couple of heals, give him a little tickle under the nose. There you go, buddy.
Is under attack.
Like that, get the old leg twitch going, and now up onto the high ground. Pilar shall go against his own will. He's going to get used up for a little second here, but Die most certainly shall. Soft's going to get silenced up as Chessie jumps in, but the sun's actually out onto the Oracle for the time being, but it's just going to be Clockwork taking some damage, but not nearly enough to finish the job. Misery once again stealing the LSA, landed onto 2, not bad. However, Misery's still going to get lightning bolted up by Saxon. You take my LSA, I take your life, son. And now OG, they will not stop, and they're still not stopping. The RP comes out onto Chessie. See you later. It's a triple for Saxa. There is just no brakes on this train. The OG train slamming into the boys of 5 men, and they are starting to fall apart. I mean, at what point in this game do they come back? You know, do they kind of think about what they're doing? And I don't know. What is the plan? What is the plan for them?
Well, I think 5men realized that this Monkey King is not even that important for OG's teamfight. It's all the magic damage that's actually killing them right now. So they need to find a way to split push, maybe get OG a little bit split up in the engagements, and just try to get on this Oracle. Like, this Oracle just has to die in some way. And if you can't kill the Oracle, then you have no business fighting into OG, essentially.
Radiant structures are fortified.
You need to get on top of him, don't you? They have the heroes to do so, it's just not happening. They've even got an Orchid on Chessie. Oracle, he's only got the Bloodstone to play into it, which, to be fair, is a pretty good answer.
There's a smoke. They're gonna run into the wards of...
Look at this, just diving into them immediately. Strike onto 2, in comes the ultimate. The Wukong's command coming on down, splitting up the fight. Highlight just gotta walk through it as the Rupture actually throws Ice back into it with the skewer. Ace in the middle of everything, just popping down the ultimate, chopping away at the Monkey King, but it doesn't make a difference. Ace and Pilar Die both fall. They lose nobody on the side of OG as Mid-1 gets on top of Misery, and that's gonna make it a double kill. 3 heroes, no dead on the side of 5 men, and they just about catch him out with a tip of the bound to strike. They're going to keep on going here. Mid-1, he's got himself that jump up to the trees. Tree dancing his way across. Jibei running, desperately running away. Go, my child, but his speed is running out, and with it, his life may be going with it. Can they finish the job? Oh, he gets away. He makes it out. Jibei will survive, but still a disastrous situation again from 5 men.
Not done, Chessie.
It's not? Oh, it's not. This is a big hero. If they can finish the job here, this is going to be a big pickoff from them. Oh, they catch him out. He goes for the TP away, and he's going to make it. Another hero survives.
Oh man, this is OG. This is exactly why you don't give Magnus to OG. They just know it's their perfect timings, when they need to attack, how they need to attack. The heroes to surround, you know, this Magnus with is just way too good when they have this hero. And right now it must feel like for 5 men they just can't take any engagements. This Oracle is essentially unkillable. All he has to do is click the Bloodstone, even if he does get Orchided up, and they're not going to be able to kill him.
No, most certainly not. It's becoming a big problem. He's already a big problem and getting bigger by the minute. N0tail is an absolute boss player. It's a pleasure to watch this guy playing in a situation like this.
And it's up.
Smoke up. OG looking for something. Will they find it? I mean, they're just more than happy to keep on plowing their heads into this area of the map, and the hook shot. Oh no, that is perfect. Both the core caught out inside of it. Doesn't get Chessie out, but Ace is stuck inside. Ogre's doing a good amount of damage to Sock, but nice RP from Magnus lands onto 3 in the back. Mid-1 trying to follow the Wukong command, and Chessie dies in the back lines. Meanwhile, the heals comes down onto Mid-1, holding him back for a little bit longer, but they're still going to be able to take down Seb. Now into the front, they'll take out Ace regardless. There's no saving that Troll Warlord. He's stuck and killed. Seb does die for his efforts, but still a marvelous hook shot in from Sox, a marvelous RP from Seb, and OG just cannot be stopped. Mid-1 on his Monkey King is an absolute beast, and even a double damage rune. Hey guys, do you want to do Roche? Here's a double damage just to help you out.
And that's the first kill in a very long time as well for 5 men. I just realized what the score was. I didn't realize it was 5 and 24.
Radiant are scattered.
Until now. And yeah, this Monkey with double damage, Monkey King bar. This Roshan is not long for this world. He's gonna get Aegis, and we already know how crazy Mid-1 likes to play, and with his Aegis, you might even see some tier 4 dice here.
Monkey will get it and now just jumps into 4 heroes immediately. That's what we expected. And see you later, Misery. He's out of the... Meanwhile, hookshot comes in onto Jibe. Jibe is dead. That's another hero in the drain. Chessie and Pylai die, trying to get themselves away. Chessie with the astral step across, but Mid One still chasing. He is not done with this double damage. He will find another, and that is a Void Spirit also taken out. I Mid One, really, dude, really. There's a point where there's something of too much aggression, sir. Have you heard of it?
He get that Aegis. He's looking for the tier 4 dives. He does not care if the tier 2s are all still alive.
Jesus. There we go. Turning it down a little bit. Turning it down just a touch.
Radiant's middle tower is under
He's a
attack.
mad lad. He feels invincible as long as his Oracle's behind him.
Yep.
That's insane, right? I mean, at this rate, this
Radiant's
Oracle is going to be
middle tower is
11-0 in this tournament.
Yeah, that's honestly, like, this hero needs to start being prioritized or counted or something.
OG did first phase it, after all. Maybe this is the start here. It's just that the sustain that the Oracle provides, and in the current meta, it just seems so valuable. Especially with teams not picking a whole lot of disables in their drafts. Oracle being able to counter that. Like, even in this game, every time the Void Spirit jumps someone, N0tail just has to purge it off or like heal somebody, and then boom, that's it. Your engagement is over right there.
Exactly. Catch 22 as Seb. He's surrounded by
Radiant's bottom tower is
heroes from
under
5 men, but 5 men aren't actually trying to do anything. They're just trying to give Ace some space to farm. What's he actually got? I just don't have any idea what Ace has in this game so far. I've not really been looking at him that much. He's got a Battle Fury and a Yasha going into the Bastion.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, he
Feels
doesn't have a whole lot of options. He's got to rush into something that will help him fight. At least the Basher will maybe stop the Monkey King from casting his Wukong's command. And they're going to need to ignore whatever OG is doing for like the next 2 more minutes. But OG are just going to force it into the high ground, I think.
Yeah, he's going to try and ignore OG smacking at their tier 3s. Good luck.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
5 men start to limp back into their base. Dragging their feet, it feels as they look to defend this one. Remnant's going to connect. Silence is out as well, but a hookshot comes forward. This might be the start they're looking for. Chessie's going to get targeted, but Sock's just trying to back himself away. Meanwhile, the Blood Right's actually going to connect onto 2. Not bad. However, it's not really resulting in anything either. There's still Ace up in the top lane, though. That Troll Warlord looking to put some pressure on a tier 3 by himself, so they need to go deep. But the Yule's actually going to cancel out the skewer, saving Misery's life. And now Misery going to steal that skewer for himself. Not quite sure what he can do with that one. Maybe get some heroes in the fountain at this point. But the barracks are falling. Monkey King, he knows exactly what he needs to do, and that is to focus on these barracks. Meanwhile, lift up onto Lena, but they're just coming in on this one. It's going to be Misery gets caught out. He's going to be the first death. The RP onto 3 again. Skewering to the back through the Wukong command. Where did they go? Chessie and Jibe just eliminated from existence. The buybacks are coming through thick and fast. Mid One already TPing back as Ace gets to work. They cancel it. Mid One is actually having to stay as Ace chops through a single lane of barracks all by himself. Now there are tier 2s up, so we won't be able to get any more than this, but 5 men might not be that disappointed about this trade so far. However, can they get back and defend? The Troll Warlord has returned to the fight. He has a Bastion now as well. Sock's waiting on the sidelines, now goes in. On the Bloodseeker, 2-man Crocs coming out, catches out the Bloodseeker inside of them, but he's getting taken down pretty quickly here on Socks. But Jimmy's going to go down as well. Mid One does so much damage. Meanwhile, the lift up onto the Magnet's going to stop him getting up that skewer once again. Now the ultimate gets chopped from Troll just in time. However, he's stuck on a target who's been false promised, so he's just wasting his time. Finally gets out of it, and he's dead. Mid One chops him up, no buyback on this Troll Warlord. Mid One is just doing it all by himself, and he's gonna get the rampage. Mid One does it. Oh, and so deserved as well. A spectacular Monkey King performance from him. The aggro into the MKB, and the Monkey is just absolutely doing it all over 5 men. This is feeling like a bitter end for them. They don't want to call it. They're staring in disbelief as OG tear through their buildings, but there is nothing left in the tank for them, and now it will be forced out of their cold dead lips. Those 2 letters. GG, well played, and good luck, says Chessie. Game number 3 goes to OG. They'll make it through the lower bracket and continue their run here at the OG